Listen up, man. If you want all the gossip, all the gangbanging news, all the real politics, come to Smut Free TV.
Hottest in the streets, Smut Free TV, god damn. I know it, man, Smut Free TV, garbage J nigga. The best in the streets and the hottest in the streets with your garbage J. If you ain't tapped in, you're Rebecca!
Alright, welcome back to another episode of the Rocstar Report. It's your host, Rocstar 2800, the most hated, the most opinionated, the most underrated. You know the truth. Like, comment, subscribe right now to this channel if you haven't already. Become a member. Turn on your notifications, tap that bell, smash that like button, follow Smut Free TV on Instagram and TikTok. Hop in them comments. Why? Because every comment counts. And you know we got the hottest content in these internet streets. No cap. Alright. Let's get into this right here. This is Ant Jefe versus SpaceGhost from 9-0 and Baby Gun from 40s. Allegedly. Now, the only reason why I say allegedly because at the end I'm going to tell y'all the truth. But for now, let's listen to all these people who act like they know what's really going on. And, you know, everybody want to be the first to break the news and act like they got the inside scoop. You feel me? But we know the truth here at Smut Free TV. You understand? And why is that? Because I'm really from the streets, right? Not only that, SpaceGhost is a good friend of mine. Not only is he a good friend of mine, he's my homeboy's right-hand man from the hood, like, you know. So, that being said, I'm going to let everybody babble on. We're going to get to it, you know, from WAC to Project Bro to some West LA guy, and even Ant Jefe speaking on it himself or around it and about it, right? But at the end, I'm going to break it down for y'all on what I was told and what I heard, right? So, with that being said, let's get into the conversation at hand, the content at hand. If you tuned in, let's go.
And Jefe, come on, man. We waiting for you to go on your channel and make yourself the recipient. The recipient of today is myself. And Jefe, come on. And Jefe, listen. The people want to know. Tell us what happened. You understand what I'm saying? Tell us what happened. We want to know. I mean, I know your mouth is a little mangled a little bit and you did some balling up. I mean, that's cool. That's cool and all that. But, you know, when Baby Shooter had this situation, you was on here every 7 seconds giving a report. Why you can't give a report?
In 2 miles, take the exit onto I-10 East and I-10 West toward Los Angeles.
Why you can't? Listen, man. This is all I'm going to say. You bet not never say you ain't afraid of no ghosts. Yeah, man. From Jesse Owens to Vernon Avenue. We want you to talk about it. Come on, man. Don't make me go to the YouTube streets on the 100 side over there, man, and have this conversation. You can't be talking about everybody else and what's going on in that good old county jail, and you ain't reporting on yourself. Now, maybe you need a little healing up to do. I don't know. But we expect you to talk about it. And Jefe, you know that I know. From Jesse Owens to Vernon Avenue, you had a bad day. Happens to the best of us.
Okay, man, we see this bozo having fun with it. You know, he hates Ant that much. He couldn't wait to drop this content. You know, was probably just dying for thirst when he was receiving the intel, the info on it, right? Yeah, he says Ant was balling up. You know, his mouth's hurting. That's why he ain't doing no content. I mean, this is nasty work, yo. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, Wack couldn't wait to take it to Instagram to tell everybody, hey, man, Ant Jefe, you know what I'm saying, got beat up by a guy from SpaceGhost from 90s in the 40s. As he said, from Jesse Owens to Vernon. This guy is comedy. Like, he's so implemented into the politics by speaking, by having the voice he does, and he knows what to do and how to play people against whatever, you know? So I just hope y'all paying attention. With that being said, let's get into Project Bo, man. You know, he follows up behind Whack. Second Whack's information, basically, like, you know, on saying that, you know, he got beat up by SpaceGhost allegedly. So let's get into this.
And Jefe, your bitch ass just called in yesterday, still talking about that bullshit. But you ain't called today talking about you getting that ass whipped though in that bounty for running that mouth too much on these podcasts, boy. Niggas ain't caught up with you, huh? Whip that ass. So you probably ain't called yet because you can't talk. Like Wax said, your jaw probably dismangled a little bit, so you can't really say too much right now. But then what you gotta say about what happened today in that LA County jail with your buster ass. Heard you boiled up too. Wake up, people.
So even Project Bo is claiming that Ant Jefe got whooped on, got beat up. Man, this is crazy work. And this comes after, you know, Project Bo had his little back and forth with Ant Jefe as well. So I guess it's still carrying it on, right? Like I said, Wack was the first to kind of break it, and Project Bo jumps right behind Wack with that narrative, right? So not only that, the internet is up in a frenzy at this point. We don't know what's really true. Out of the blue, a guy from West LA, he got something to say. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know, you know, where his dog in this fight is at, you know what I'm saying? Or if he has any dog in this fight, you know what I'm saying? But just because he from the gangster car, I guess he feel like he can speak on it in whatever word he got from inside the jail. So let's hear what this guy has to say.
You know what I'm saying? Some content came out. A couple people out here speaking up on Young Ant Jefe. You know what I'm talking about? They speaking up on Young Ant Jefe. You know what I'm saying? About something about a fade with SpaceGhost. You know what I'm saying? Talking about Jesse Owens versus St. Andrews. You know what I'm talking about? You know what I'm saying? So to keep it all the way 100, I got the inside scoop on the real deal. You know what I'm saying? Holyfield Ant did his thing. He did his thing, man. He got up in there, squabbled him down, second round, put him out. You know what I'm talking about? Put him out. He squabbled two people. He squabbled him and a dude, another dude from 40's name, some gun or something. You know what I'm saying? That's what it is. He did his thing. He in there squabbling. So just to clear the air, Young Ant Jefe out there in the county jail squabbling up, put niggas to sleep with a name like that over there. You know what I'm saying? His son, SpaceGhost son, SpaceGhost up in there. You know what I'm saying? They from the other side, and that's what it is. He put him out. He doing his thing. He and his brothers in there. You know what I'm saying? So I got the inside scoop. I talk to people's, you know what I'm saying, keeping it real just to clear the air. You got people like Whack 100 and other people who doing content, and they ain't got no real news. So evidently, he can't put it on there or put it out there first. I'm from that card. You know what I'm talking about? And that's what happened, fool. I ain't gonna lie to you. Yeah, he up in there squabbling, doing his thing. You know what I'm saying? Real powerhouse. You know what I'm saying? All they brothers, all the A-Trade, all the brothers, bro, right there, powerhouses. I didn't seen it from my own eyes. It ain't no, you know what I'm talking about, ain't no buster shit going on, no bullshit activities. You know what I'm saying? The movement is there. You know what I'm saying? Top of the line, real gangster shit. So for somebody to put some shit out, don't know the truth, I'm letting you know that for sure, people, I'm getting information to for sure that he had already put the boy out. You know what I'm saying? Squabbled 2 rounds already. Squabbled 2 different dudes and 2 rounds with him. You know what I'm saying? Just to let you know, just in case you didn't know, Big SpaceGhost was low-key like a boxer. He had squabbles. I remember him from way back in the day. I went to Horace Mann. Just in case niggas didn't know, I went to Horace Mann. You know what I'm saying? I'm from West LA, but I went to Horace Mann. SpaceGhost the daddy is a boxer. So you know how niggas teach their son how to squabble and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? So, and Jefe went there like a hog. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no jumper shit right here, nigga. This A-Trade gangsters. So he did it for the movement on everything. Caught his phase, brother NBA 2 in there, caught 2 phase with 2 niggas too. powerhouses. You feel me?
So this guy is claiming that Ant Jefe didn't get knocked out. That Ant Jefe, in fact, knocked SpaceGhost out. You know what I'm saying? So this is nasty work. You know what I'm saying? We just heard Whacking Project Bo talking about how he was balling up, his mouth hurt, he a buster. And then you got this guy from West LA Gangster Car saying that Ant Jefe did the opposite. He showed up, he performed. You know what I'm saying? And he got on SpaceGhost. So, but we're gonna get into that too in just a sec as well. Like I said, man, it's a lot of hearsay, a lot of talk. You feel me? But let's hear it from the horse's mouth. You know what I'm saying? So, with that being said, I saw a post go up on Ant Jefe's story, and it kind of alluded to him actually squabbling to, the situation at hand that everybody's talking about. Here we go. Keep on with the fake content and the false narratives. Young Ant ain't took no L's. What is he talking about, huh? Who could he be talking about? So, without further ado, Ant Jefe drops a video. He makes himself content. And he debunks the narrative that's out there saying it's all hype. So let's get into it.
Y'all see the title, man. You know what I'm saying? Ant Jefe, man. Where we at? What this title say? I think this title is going to be Ant Jefe got hands and feet put on him. Y'all see he ain't posted him saying his mouth hurt. And as y'all see, once y'all first tuned in, you know what I'm saying, I was trying to track the nurse down. The ass needed ibuprofen, man. My mouth hurt, jaw hurt, lips busted, you know what I'm saying, chin split, all type of stuff, man. I'm messed up in here, man. I need some help, you know what I'm saying. I wish I had some reinforcement. And I'm I'm feeling like that other fella, man. You ain't gonna even drop his name, man. But that's just get to the fact of the matter, man. Don't believe the hype on what these dudes talking about. You know what I'm saying? These dudes is weird, you know what I'm saying? They live for gossip, you know what I'm saying? You got one dude, you already know he's a CSI, you feel me, confidential informant and our source, you know what I'm saying? That just constantly runs his mouth on the internet every day and contradicts himself. The same stuff he do and try to call people out on is the same things that he be doing.
So Ant Jefe is not feeling what's being talked about. He's debunking it, saying that his mouth hurt, his mouth ain't hurt. You know what I'm saying? He said he ain't took no L's. He's saying Whack 100 Project Bo running with these narratives. Whack it just don't like him. He hate him that much that he wants to lie on Ant Jefe. You know what I'm saying? So this is what Ant Jefe is alluding to. Saying that, yeah, something happened, but it's not what they saying. So, with that being said, let me get into the real story, man. From my understanding, right? SpaceGhost is a good homie of mine. Free SpaceGhost from 9-0. You understand? Locked in that thing. Free him to his backwards. You feel me? I grew up with that man. Real humble individual. You know what I'm saying? But would turn up on you fast. You understand? Yeah, him and the homie KK. Two peas in a pie. West B90. Feel me? That is Infant SpaceGhost son. That's definitely Infant SpaceGhost son. The legend. The what they call him, the myth, the legend. Definitely wasn't no myth because he was a real person. One of the best sea walkers. You know what I'm saying? The streets have ever seen, and some of the most lethal hands the streets has ever seen. Right? A lot of people say, yeah, he was a boxer. He's supposed to be a boxer. I think it was more MMA, UFC style, right? And I know this because Infant SpaceGhost will train too. See, what y'all don't know is SpaceGhost don't drink. He don't smoke. Infant SpaceGhost. So it's hard for me to believe that SpaceGhost got beat up by young Ant Jefe. I hate to say that. No, I don't hate to say it because I know the homie. But I know Ant Jefe is solid dude too. But I know this is gonna break your hearts to know that if SpaceGhost not getting beat up, homie. It's not happening. Feel me? He don't drink, he don't smoke. He fully with the program, fully in shape, workout. I mean, this guy used to live in the gym. You know what I'm saying? And he a problem on the streets. He really like that. He really with the squabbling, whatever. So it's hard for me to believe that Ant Jefe put him down or in any type of form or fashion. Like I say, Ant, if you want to compare, Ant is coming from the streets, drinking lean, smoking, big, you know what I'm saying? It's just a different type of stamina. You know what I'm saying? A different type of cardio going on, right? Now, from my understanding, you feel me? Ant Jefe approached Ghost. Oh no. And yeah, I think Ant Jefe approached Ghost. Like, yeah, what's up? You tripping? Like, is you tripping? And Ghost like, nigga, nah, no, nigga. What's happening? I need that. You feel me? So I'm guessing, I think Ant Jefe was on the phone or something. He like, all right, well, I'm going up to medical. You know what I'm saying? I'll be back down. You know what I'm saying? He like, huh? How long that's gonna take? You coming back or what? What's good? Ghost like, what? Like, so Ghost like, he like, I don't know. Whoa. Ant Jefe like, I don't know. Ghost like, well, let's do it right now. Let's get the homie in the cell by himself. You feel me? 2-man cell. Let's go up in there. Boom. Push up in there. Ghost say he's back to the wall. Boom, man. Jefe coming there charging. Now, Ghost did tell the homie that round one, if you want to give it to Ant Jefe, round one, give it to Ant Jefe because he messed up his hand. His hand started bleeding, leaking out anyway. They had to wrap his hand up. You know what I'm saying? I guess he got to get his hand right. You know what I'm saying? For the second round. So he said, if y'all want to give it to him, give it to him. Whatever. Mind you, this is a 2-man cell. It's a small space, and they getting it in, right? From my understanding, Ant Jefe is throwing his weight around. He's using his weight, and he's throwing punches at the same time. In this small space, throwing your weight is an advantage. It's an advantage out of this world, right? But I think, if I'm not mistaken, Ghost is taller than him. You know what I'm saying? For sure. Height difference. He was able to maneuver around it, whatever. Second round, I heard it didn't go so well for Ant Jefe. You know what I'm saying? And the third round, if I'm not mistaken, they might have went 2 rounds. But from my understanding, the rest of the fight didn't go Ant Jefe's way. Now, SpaceGhost did make this clear. Nobody got knocked out. Ant Jefe didn't knock SpaceGhost out. SpaceGhost didn't knock Ant Jefe out. It was a fight. Battle of the Titans. Clash of the Titans. You feel me? And they got it in. They did it up. You feel me? If you want a 1-1, all right, whatever. That's up for y'all to decide. But nobody on the west side, or I guess if you want to say the NH card, is gonna believe that SpaceGhost, infant SpaceGhost got ran or beat up. It's not gonna happen. You know what I'm saying? So I just had to represent the homie in such a manner because I keep on seeing all these posts, and I really didn't want to make the video until we talked to him. Somebody talked to him that I know officially, and they called me. Don't get it wrong, I could have had Ghost on here. They called me. I was asleep, had a migraine, all that. Tried to call me 3 times. Ghost was definitely on the phone. But like I said, I'm validated. This is a homie, a good homie. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like niggas like him deserve some light. You know what I'm saying? Because he really a good individual, good homie. You know what I'm saying? Real good homie and a rider. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, shout out Infant SpaceGhost, man. Free him till it's backwards. Like I said, don't believe the hype. You feel me? And like I said, I just want to clear it up because, I could be biased towards the card, which, I'm forever never going to go against my own, right? But you know, I respect Ant Jefe as well as a comrade, right? To where like I already knew this one for the books. This legendary. This a legendary county fair for sure. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, it's just another day at it. I mean, Ant Jefe ain't turned it down. He squabbled up. Ghost ain't turned down. He squabbled up. So at the end of the day, this what two men do from two different tribes. You feel me? And you know, not that the internet is involved, it's gonna make it bigger than what it is, but I just wanted to clear it up on behalf of Ghost, you know, on behalf of the streets, you feel me? That didn't nobody really get knocked out. But did one get the best of each other? Yes. Yes, that did happen. You know what I'm saying? It was some time. It was a time and Jefe might have got his in, but Ghost definitely got his in. You know what I'm saying? So, with that being said, I'm gonna let y'all be the determining factor. Y'all get down in the comments and let me know what y'all think, man. You know what I'm saying? For real, for real. You know, should this have stayed off the internet from the beginning? You know, why Whack always the first person to bring something to the internet? Bring crypt business to the internet. You know what I'm saying? And who makes him validated to even do that for this car? You feel me? With that being said, y'all let me know, man. You know, who y'all think supposedly won in your opinion after this truth has really came out. Like I said, I mean, we could definitely get Ghost on the line. It's nothing. I don't think Ghost want to do that. And if I'm not mistaken, he did tell Ant Jefe. And let me make this clear. He did tell Ant Jefe, I don't do no internet stuff, so don't make no content on this. And from my understanding, Ant Jefe said, how you gonna squad with me and then tell me about my program? Tell me how to run my program. This is comedy, y'all. But look, you know what I'm saying? With that being said, give this video a thumbs up, like, comment, subscribe. Become a member if you haven't already. Turn on your notifications, tap that bell, smash that like button, follow Smut Free TV on Instagram and TikTok. Hop in them comments. Why? Because every comment counts. And you know we got the hottest content in these internet streets. No cap. Stay tuned for more. The Rocstar Report. Right here on Smut Free TV. Thank you for watching this video. If you like this video, you want to see more videos like this, hop in the comments. Get my likes up. It doesn't cost nothing for you to support. Become a member ASAP. You understand? Turn on your notifications. Tap that bell. Smash that like button. Follow Smut Free TV on Instagram and TikTok. Hop in them comments. Why? Because every comment counts. And I can't stress enough, when I go live, super chat. You can send donations to the Cash App, Rocstar 2800. All of it is helping for the cause of Smut Free TV. You understand? Building this brand. So stay tuned for more if you want to see more rants, more reactions, more Rocstar reports. It's right here on Smut Free TV.
Don't do something and come back. Don't keep cracking the